Hey guys, hey. How are you guys? Happy Tuesday. Just wanted to come for a quick chat after work. Just wanted to see how you guys are doing, how your weekend was. Make sure everybody's a-okay out in these streets. I didn't check, I didn't see if anybody was live, but hopefully they were not. But I didn't get a notification for anybody being live. But anywho, happy Tuesday. I wish it was Friday, but it's not. Hey Lawanda, hey boo. So yep, I just wanted to come chat with you guys for a quick minute. See what you guys were up to. Let you know that I had a great birthday. The Megan knees was kneeing. So my knees is shot now. Like one of my knees, they're shot. I've been rubbing what's that? Bengay, icy hot, and also some magnesium stuff that my cousin had gave me. But girl, I don't know. Still not really working. Hey Riri, hey Marianne, hey. So yeah, but I did have a great birthday. I went to a day party for a little while. It was cool. Nothing too extravagant, but it was cool. But yep, I did enjoy myself. Hey Mocha, hey Royalty Queen. I definitely did enjoy myself, and the Megan knees was kneeing. But now I'm paying for it. Paying for it, because my knee is on swole. But hopefully, within a few days, it'll be back to normal. Hey Sharon. So, what is going on the YouTube streets? Chef, these people are out of their god diggity minds. Yes, Royalty Queen, the Megan knees was kneeing, but now my knee is throbbing, but it's only the right one. It's weird. It's just the right knee is just kneeing right now. But I'm hoping in a couple of days it'll be back to normal. But anyway, what is going on these YouTube streets? It's like these people are out of their damn mind. Who wanna keep coming out here like dragging these? The funny thing is this. I don't know why these people be in other people's chats talking about people, and then when a person reacts, then they want to act crazy, oblivious, like they don't know why you said something about them. I had no idea that Rick Ross had made a community post about me. I'm like, what the hell is her problem? Like, girl, like, like bitch, we all out here talking shit, like in the chats, just laughing, vibing. Hey, Gloria. Hey, girl. Hey, Sharon. So you're like making a community wall post for what? People be out here like gung ho swinging for people that wouldn't even piss on them if they were on fire. Like, why are you guys so invested in this girl that's locked up? Like, why? Like, and then funny part is that she done dragged all of y'all. She done talked crazy about all of y'all. At one point in time, she done talked crazy. But it's like they just gung ho, like rooting, swinging, boxing, everything. Hey, Blessed Dynasty. Hey, boo, how are you? Like, what the hell is going on? Like, it's crazy. I don't want to come out here and act other than myself. Like, I started to really come out here and go live, hit the live, and just. But I'm like, you know what? These people are crazy. Yes, Sharon, Sharon, I can see you. It's like these people are crazy. They want to argue back and forth for what? This shit is not going to get nobody nowhere. Nobody's gonna meet up. Nobody doing shit. Nobody going to nobody's house. Nobody pulling up. They always screaming, "I'm gonna pull up." You're not gonna pull up because a person that's gonna pull up and a person that's gonna do all that, they're just going to. They're not gonna keep on saying, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna catch. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this." They're just gonna do it. Some of y'all been talking the same shit for years. How y'all gonna pull up on somebody, do bodily harm to somebody, do all this, do all of that, catch a flight, and you ain't catching shit but feelings. Let's be honest. The people that do all that screaming and hooting and cussing and threatening people and wishing death, those the biggest punks. Those the motherfuckers that if you see them in real life, they will walk away, walk the other way. If you ever confronted one of them in real time, they would turn the other way and act like they didn't see you. All that hooting and ranting and talking about what you're going to do to somebody, it's been going on for years for a lot of them. Same old shit, same old, different day. Always threatening somebody to do this, to do that, and they ain't going to do shit. So the purpose of coming up here every day, arguing with these people, for what? They're going to continue the bull. They're going to keep on talking. They're going to keep on saying what they want to say because it's constant. I'm definitely not no content creator, none of that shit. Like, I just come up here to laugh and joke with you guys, just speak to you guys, tell a little story time, and I'm good. So the people that's trying to be content creators or are content creators, this arguing is just for content. Who has time every day to come up here and argue? And then they repeating the same shit over and over. Repeating the same stuff over and over. Hey Trina, hey boo, hey sis. They repeating the same stuff over and over every day. It's a repetitive fucking situation. Nothing new, no new jokes, no new breaking news about somebody, no new tea. Everything's the same refurbished bullshit over and over, same people. But the audacity for someone to write a community post about moi, for what? For what? For what? Everybody out here joking, laughing in the chats. But the funny thing is they feel like they can do and say what they want. But then when somebody responds, it's like, oh, leave me alone. That's the shit that blows me. They be in the chats talking crazy, talking about you, your mom, your baby, your everybody. As soon as you say one word back, oh, they're stalking me. They're this, they're that. Candace says it definitely gets old, draining, and annoying. Yes, Candy girl. Hey. Hey, Remy. Hey, sis. How are you? But yeah, Candy, it does. It's the same. Because at the end of the day, no one's going to meet up and do shit. No one's going to pull up. Nobody's going to do nothing. People, addresses are out there. If they really felt like they wanted to do something, they would have did it. If they really wanted to do something. Because let me tell you, trust me, I know people from all walks of life. Like, I'm sure you guys know all kinds of people, right? I grew up in Newark, New Jersey, in the fucking slums of the projects, right? I walked amongst some real ass killers, women and guys. They were never talking about anything. If they wanted to do something to you, if they were going to do something to you, they were just going to do it. No way they're going to keep saying, oh, I'm going to pull up. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. They definitely wouldn't be on no social media making threats to nobody. A real gangster or whatever, a person that's about what they say, they're going to just pull up and you're going to find out when they come to your house or your job or your church and do whatever to you. And that's just that on that. That's it. All of this empty threats that people make and what they going to do, they just want dialogue back and forth. They just want you to argue with them so they can have content, and then they claim that they don't be on you, they don't need you to. Oh, I got a life offer here. Oh, I don't these people are weird. I don't know what's going on. But you're fucking weird. The same people calling somebody weird every day, the same people saying somebody don't have a life. Bitch, you don't have a life. You're up here 24/7, making community posts all day like you're writing a fucking thesis. You doing all this dumb shit, claiming that you don't need YouTube. Oh, I don't need to be up here. Then why are you up here 24/7? You and everybody chat, acting stupid. For what? Because you need the content. You want to be up here. It's crazy. They just want to argue back and forth. I be telling Bama, like, block these people. Just block them. And don't listen to them. Because when I don't care who you are, everybody has feelings, everybody has emotions. When you start listening to these people, you're going to want to come out here and respond to what they're saying. The only thing you can do is block them, and that's it, and not even go to the page and look and not wonder, because as soon as they say something about you, you're going to want to react, and it's going to start the cycle all over again. It's like, it's corny for real. Because again, nobody's going to do shit in real life. Let's be honest. No one's going to have the balls to meet nobody, to go to nobody's house, or meet up with nobody, because they're not just like that. Nobody up here is like that. Especially the ones that's always screaming what they going to do. Those are the least people you got to worry about. The ones that's always threatening, making the empty threats and doing all of that. Those are the ones that least of your worries, right? Because a real gangster and a real whatever move in silence. They don't have to keep on telling somebody what they're going to do. You're just going to find out when the fuck they do it. Right? We had, and it's a town over from me where my family lives. It's a family. Their last name is Fields, right? Like the field, but Fields. Yo, those some crazy ass motherfuckers. When I tell you the whole family crazy, from the older G's that my mom was raised with, like the ones that's like 60, to the nieces, the cousins, they all crazy, right? These jokers would be over there robbing people without a mask, without a nothing. They just walking up, yeah, give me what's mine, give me what you got, boom, boom, boom. One time their niece had what with this, their nephew went with this girl. This girl had broke up with him because they're crazy. They're crazy. One of my friend's sister got a child by them. I don't even know how you get to the point to lay down with a sociopath like one of them. I don't know if they strong arm the coochie. I don't know what they do, how they get these girls to have these babies, but they're crazy. They're crazy. Hey, Let's Rock. Hey, Lakeisha. Hey, Boo. So one of their nephews got this girl broke up with him. You know these motherfuckers crazy. It was like 3 of them. They went to the girl house. I kid you not. I swear to God on anything I love. They went to this girl house because she broke up with their nephew. Because he was off. They crazy. So I guess she was like, I'm going to cut my losses. They went to this girl house. Got inside the house. I can't tell you how. I don't know if somebody opened the door. But I do know that they were in the house. Tied the mother and father up to a chair, right? And then proceeded to RAP the girl, right? Then these fucking lunatics, after they finished doing that, they was in their house eating sandwiches, making sandwiches and shit, making food and shit. Like, they're crazy. They're never people to tell you what they're going to do. Like, they grew up in the area where my cousin lived, and they never been about no fucking gangs. I'm telling you, the whole family is crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. They have beef with this one guy. Yo, they followed this guy all the way to his home. He lives in Newark. These guys are from Jersey City. They followed him in the car all the way to his home. Let this man get out his car, close the door, walk up to his steps, shot this man in the head. They are freaking crazy. They have wreaked havoc all their life. Another situation, they live in the area where my cousin and my aunt. There was a shooting, right? They had beef with these guys. There was a big shootout. One of them shot somebody, killed the boy, went in the house, changed his clothes, and came back mixing in with everybody else. Like, oh, what's going on? Crazy. I just said all that to say those people are certified crazy. They don't have to tell you, oh, I'm going to fucking come to your house. They're just going to pull up. That's what a real crazy person that's about that life, whatever you want to call it, that's what a motherfucking nut does. They just pull up and they just do. The whole family fucking crazy. The whole family. I'm telling you, from the old people down to the kids, they all crazy. Because one day, we was chilling around the way. And the one guy, he had this, what do you call it? Like a paintball. And he kept shooting this thing. I'm sitting on my friend porch. Because again, they all live around the way from my friend and my cousin in Jersey City or whatever. So they he doing some paintball. So he kept spraying this thing. It was like a gun, but the damn paint kept getting on her door. So I'm like, what the fuck is this? So he came over. He's like, oh, my bad. And my friend was like, yeah, you're going to have to clean that up. And he like, excuse me? The way that motherfucker said, excuse me, you know what I did? I went right in her house and got a rag and some stuff. I said, no, you good. We don't want no fucking problems. Because one of the things Diamond D ain't no sucker or no punk, but I definitely ain't crazy either. I know crazy. And he definitely was good for it. He's looking like, fuck you just say? So he ended up cleaning it up because he wanted to come over and just kick it or whatever. So he's like, what y'all up to? Not a goddamn thing, you nut motherfucker. Not a goddamn thing. There's no way in holy hell I would ever put myself in a situation again, because in my past I have dealt with a nut, but I was young, 20 years old. I learned, I regrouped. There's no way I will put myself in a situation to deal with somebody crazy like that. Because first of all, I got kids and I can't have no crazy nut ass nigga around my kids. And I can't have them around me either. But I just said all of that to say they are crazy. They are certified crazy. The whole family got a stamp on them and they just crazy. And people just know that from their way. From over there in their town where they live at, people know that they're good for it, that they're crazy. If they got problems with you, they're going to take care of it. And people fucking shook. Now, they're older now, you know what I'm saying? But still, like back, let's say like 20 years ago, they was wreaking havoc. And I'm sure they still good for a fucking shootout if they had to do one. Because when you crazy like that, it doesn't go away. You just fucking, the whole family born crazy. I don't know if it's a crazy gene, a retarded gene. I don't know what the fuck you call it, but they're crazy. And they're about it, and they don't got no problem with proving it. And they ain't talking. They're not going to keep selling you what you're going to do, what they're going to do. They're not going to tell somebody, oh, when I catch your friend, they're just going to do. All these other people on here, they act crazy. They want to be crazy. They think somebody's scared of them. They want to talk and make somebody scared with their words. None of that shit don't move me. None of that crazy talk don't move me. But that's why I tell Bama, like, just block them. Just block them and don't go back to their page. LaWanda, they got to be collecting something because the whole family is crazy. When I'm telling you, the old people and my mother, even the older ones, my mom was like, when they were kids, they were crazy. Like, they was always in trouble. Their mom, which is the grandma, the ones that are my age is their grandmother. She used to work at the courthouse and she would get them out of trouble because she had connections to police. She worked at the courthouse. She did something at the courthouse. They were always in trouble and she will always bail them out because she had a lot of political connections. Even one of their cousins had ran for some type of local, like just say city councilman. See, they got people in cahoots. So, you know what I'm saying? They was crazy. They still crazy. If I seen one of them to this day, I would still say they crazy. I don't care if it was years ago when they used to act crazy. To me, crazy is fucking crazy. You're crazy. But they are. And the sad part about it is they some fly ass ninjas. There's some good looking ass people. The men, maybe that's what does it with the women that get into stuff with them. But in my mind, I could never be with one of them because they're crazy. You don't know what they would do. It was another girl that had a baby by one of them. She had to move out the state down south because she had the baby and then things went left and he was threatening her, popping up at her job. She had broken up with him. Here you go, crazy ass like Michael Myers popping up. She had to literally take her child and her other kid that wasn't by him and move out the state because he was crazy. He was stalking her. He was threatening her. He was crazy. But it's the whole family that's crazy. It's not just one. It's a crazy gene. So I don't know what the freak they got going on, but they're mental. But yeah, there's some crazy ass people. But People in this app, you just gotta block them and keep it moving. Because if you continue to indulge with them, you're gonna be arguing with them every day. You're gonna be arguing with them all day. You're not never gonna stop, because once you feed into it, they're gonna keep going with it. But crazy, because the other day I wanted to come and tell you guys about my family. I had the title, How I Lost My Family to a Triple Homicide. So in 94, my cousin Tisha was messing with this guy, right? He seemed like he was real cool. They was together off and on for some years. At first, he seemed like he was real cool. Then after a while, we started noticing things that was off. You know what I'm saying? She couldn't hardly hang out no more. She's older than me, but she would still come to family functions. She would come to my grandmother's house, different things, especially in the summertime. We had a lot of family gatherings. So she would distance herself a lot towards, I guess, the middle of the relationship. So come to find out, he was crazy. He was beating her up. He was abusing her mentally and physically. So he had even gotten her to move, not away out the state, but he had gotten her to move out the city so she couldn't be close to family, right? So he was, but he didn't look crazy. That's another thing. Some people are crazy and they don't look it. He didn't have a crazy look. My son always says that you got to look at the eyes. He was like, it's in the eyes. He was like, even though like I was like Ted Bundy doesn't look crazy, he like, look at his eyes. He was showing me like different serial killers. My oldest son, right? He was like, Ma, you got to look at the eyes. He was like, it's always in the fucking eyes. They're crazy. Like the eyes give it away. So I don't know. He didn't ever look crazy to me. Nice guy, seemed like, you know, he was always respectful, quiet, but he didn't have a crazy look. So anywho, him and my cousin Tisha was having problems. So he was threatening her after we found out. We found out all that afterwards. He was doing all kinds of crazy stuff. So she had winded up breaking up with him. So she had moved back to her mom's house because she had wanted no parts of him. And she said he was just doing too much. She felt like the relationship was just, you know, it was just too much for her. So anyway, she had went out with her friend. She had moved back in to her mom, which is my cousin. She had moved back in. So he had been looking for her. Like all night, he had been calling people, looking for her, mutual friends. He had been going places where he think that she would have been. To no avail, he couldn't find her. So anyway, he goes to her mom's house. Some kind of way he found out that she was staying there. So he comes there looking for her. She wasn't there. She had went out. So he asked to speak to her mom, Joe, in the kitchen. So he's asking where is she, you know, what's going on. He looking to speak to her. She can't just leave like that. So my cousin is telling him, like, she don't want to be with you. Like, it's a dub. You're crazy. Whatever. Just move on. This is not working out. This relationship is unhealthy. You guys don't belong together. Blase, blase. So do you know that this man pulls out a knife and he proceeds to stab my cousin Joe? He proceeds to cut her throat. Then my cousin Shakira was, I think, I want to say 8, 9. She comes in to see what's going on, right? So he continues to slash Shakira's throat. She's 8. So then Joe's mom, Isabella, woke up. She was sleeping. So she came in there to see what was going on. He ended up killing her too. Then my cousin Omar was over there, which is Shakira's brother. Omar had to be like 12. So he ended up slashing his throat too. But the thing is, he didn't kill him. He thought he killed him, but he didn't. So all the while, because he's crazy and he couldn't let go, he ended up killing my cousin Tisha's mom, her grandmother, and my cousin Kira that was 8 years old. He wounded my cousin Omar. He did stab him in the neck, but he was the one that was able to get to a phone and call for help and identify him as being the person that came in there. So that was really crazy. That was like in 94. And it's like, I guess all the signs was there, but she was choosing to ignore it. Sometimes there's signs for everything. The Bible says warning before destruction. I'm not really big on, I don't know all the quotes of Bibles, but I do know there's something that's warning before destruction. I'm sure that she was getting all kinds of signs that this guy was cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, right? You can't continue to stay with somebody like that because they're going to end up hurting you, or sometimes you end up hurting them. So she had to live with the fact that her mom was gone, her grandma, and my cousin Kara. So all three of my cousins and my cousin Omar had testified against him. He was the one that was able to identify because he thought he had killed him, but he didn't. He cut his throat, but he was able to survive, thank God. And he was able to identify him. And, he ended up, going, it was crazy. But I just say all that to say, I'm not blaming her. Would never say, oh, it's her fault, right? Because I'm sure to this day, of course, she's living with all of that craziness, all of that like guilt, all of that whatever that's going on with her. I haven't seen her in some years because she don't really, socialize no more like that. I haven't really seen her in some time. But at the end of the day, there had to have been some type of warning that this man was nuts. I know towards the end of the relationship, she had gotten away from him. But even before that, he didn't just become crazy like that. There had to be some type of, even at the beginning of the relationship, you ever been with somebody and they say something or they do something and you're like, that's crazy. That sounded crazy. That sounded crazy. And you're like, that didn't sound right. I'm not going to never ever push that feeling away, right? I'm never ever going to do that because I did that before. I too had a domestic situation with someone. And thank the Lord, I escaped the situation with my life. I was 20 years old, thinking it was cute to be with somebody that's in the streets, thinking it was cute. Oh, he loves me, he this, he that. Child, any chance he used to get, he would do a backhand, right? But he started out being the nicest guy, nice looking guy, but he had an anger issue. And he was very, 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 very jealous and possessive. And one day, he said, oh, he didn't unalive her. Which one? No, he didn't kill her. He killed her grandmother, her mom, and my cousin Kira. That was 8. She wasn't there. She wasn't at the house. When he came to the house, she wasn't there. She had went out with some friends. So he finally not caught up with her. He was looking all over for her. Like that night, she had left the house. She moved out and he didn't know where she was. So he had been calling mutual friends. And he finally, I guess, thought to go to my cousin's house, right? Maybe somebody must have told him. I don't know. Maybe he just figured she went to her mom's house. Because she never told him when she moved out that she was going to her mom's house. She just left. He wasn't there and she just took her stuff and left. So he went to my cousin's house, which is her mom. She was staying there and he ended up killing them. But she wasn't there. She was out on the town with her friends. So imagine someone calling you like, yeah, you got to come home to your house. And you kill a child, 8 years old. 8 years old? What the fuck nobody had nothing to do with nothing. But what the hell did an 8-year-old child do to deserve that? Even my cousin, which was her brother. My cousin Kira was 8. Her brother Omar was, I want to say, 11, 12. He definitely tried to kill him too. But he survived, Omar. because he was the one that was able to tell the story of what happened, how he came in there, and how he did all that. But she didn't get killed. My cousin Tisha didn't get killed. But now she living with the fact that her mom, her grandmom, and her cousin, which is my cousin, they all gone. Not saying it's her fault. I don't want to say because of her, because she didn't ask the psycho to act crazy. She didn't, you know what I'm saying? She can't control his mind. But what I'm saying is, it had to be something about him along the line that pre-warned you about this nigga. Because he didn't just come crazy one day. He didn't just wake up out the bed, la-di-da, I'm crazy. Something along the lines had to been giving you signals that he was fucking crazy. But sometimes people stay in situations for comfort. He had money. Sometimes they stay for money, for financial gain. They don't have no kids together. There was no kids involved in the situation between them two. So it wasn't for no kids. But sometimes people just stay for certain reasons. But once you see a red flag from somebody, you gotta go. You have to go. I don't care how much you love them, how much you think they're your soulmate, your soul tie, whatever the fuck these people be talking about. Because at the end of the day, it's too many women losing their life at the hands of psychotic men. I'm sure it's the other way around too. It's not just women out here. It's some abusive ass women out here too. But majority of the time, it's mostly the man. Not saying every situation, but you know, hey, Love Thyself, hey, Nick K, hey, Boo, hey, Zaza, hey, Patricia. So I too was in a situation like that. I was 20. It was a guy that he was a street nigga. I'm telling you, he was street. Being stupid, me. Just wanting to be with a street nigga. He was fly. He had money. He was this and that. But he was very, very, very possessive, very controlling. But he didn't act like that at first. That's the thing. They charm you. You get to know them. Then then slowly they start to unleash the craziness. It starts off slowly. It could be one subtle thing of them saying, "Oh, where you going with that shirt? Where you going with that skirt? Where you going with that dress? Where you think you're going?" Then sometimes they'll laugh it and play it off, but that's them being for real. Like they really feel away and they just trying to test the waters and see how far they can go with you. So he used to try little subtle shit like, "Oh, you think where you think you're going? Fuck you think you," but then try to laugh it off. I'm like out with my friends. So the first day he tried me. I was at his house. I was going out with my friends, and he didn't like what I was wearing. He was like, "Oh, I know you're not going out with those pants on." I'm thinking he playing around. I'm like, I'm going out with my pants on. I paid for them. These are my pants. I'm going to wear them. So I go to stand up. Before you know it, this nigga on top of me. And not no number 11. He on top of me. Hands on my throat. Like, what the fuck you think you going with them pants? When I said it the first time, you should have listened to me instead of thinking you was being cute. So I'm like, this motherfucker put his hands on my neck. So he was really choking me. I'm like, wait, hold on. So I got out of that situation, took my dumb ass in a room and changed my pants and left. That should have been my cue to never see this bitch again. But me being dumb, me being stupid, I still continued to fuck with this nigga. And then more and more he started to unleash the craziness. So that's why I too can say that they start off nice and charming, and then they start to let you slowly see who they are. They start to test the waters, and then poof, you got a full-blown fucking psycho in your hand. So he was possessive. He would hardly want me to go no place. He wouldn't want me to do nothing. He was crazy. So one day, he called me over to his house. I came over there, and he was like, "I'm going to talk to you about something." I'm like, here we go. Because it was always something with him. He was never satisfied. It was always a problem, an issue, a gripe, a complaint. It was always something. So I'm like, here we go. So he goes, oh, where you was at the other night? Calm, collective. I'm sitting here like, what other night? He was like, the other night when you didn't come over here and you told me you was out. He was like, where did you go? I'm like, with my friends. So he's like, what friends? I'm like, look, we're not about to do this. We're grown. First of all, I'm not your wife. We're together, but you keeping tabs on me like you got a ring and we married. This ain't gonna work out. This ain't gonna work out. So I stood up. I'm like, yeah, I'm done with this because we didn't have no kids either. There was no attachment. We wasn't living together. He had his own place. I had my place. So it wasn't nothing like that. Child, I want to stand up and turn my back on this motherfucker. I'm out of here. Do you know he grabbed the back of my fucking head and boop, fucking popped me up against the wall. Like, bang, how you knock somebody up against the wall. I'm like, oh, hell no. So I'm like, yeah, I'm not dealing with this shit. This motherfucker psycho. I'm like, look, this ain't working out. I'm like, this is not going to work. That's it. Because I'm not going to keep on doing this, right? I'm not going to keep on doing this bullshit with you. This motherfucker reaches inside the waistband and said, oh, what? What the fuck you ain't gonna do, bitch? Pulls out a fucking gun. Holds it up to me. He said, now repeat what the fuck you said, bitch. Repeat what the fuck you just said. You're not gonna do what? Here I am, terrified. This motherfucker pulling out a gun. It's just me and him. Nobody else in the apartment. I'm like, he's gonna kill me. In my mind, I already made peace with leaving here. He's gonna fucking kill me. He's like, I want you to be tough and repeat what the fuck you just said, bitch. He said, since you got all this mouth and you gonna tell me what you ain't gonna do and what's not gonna happen, now fucking continue to talk. So of course I say nothing. You think I'm fucking crazy, bitch? I'm not gonna repeat the shit. So I'm sitting there, I couldn't even believe that he just pulled a whole weapon. So he's like, yeah. He walking around, yeah. Talk now. He's like, I'm sick of you, bitch. It was like he turned into even though he had already been possessive, but he went into a whole nother fucking voice. Like something else, bitch. I didn't even recognize his voice anymore. He went into a whole different voice, a whole different demeanor. He was just going batshit fucking crazy. I'm like, I'm never gonna get out of here. He's gonna fucking kill me. Do you know he made me lay down all night in the bed. This motherfucker had his arm craped around my neck. He like, I'ma fucking go to sleep, right? And if you try to do something, if you try to leave here, he said, I'm going to catch up with you. I'm going to kill you and everybody attached to you. He's like, because the day I met up with you, the day we started kicking it, you belong to me. I'm like, this motherfucker out of his mind, done been smoking weed, all of that. So I'm like, I got to get out of here. So his ass finally went to fucking sleep. You know, I got the fuck out of there so fucking fast. Went right to my cousin. I'm telling him all this shit. So he about ready to kill this motherfucker. I'm like, look, what can we do? I want to just go to the cops. I just want him to leave me alone. I just want him not to bother me. I don't want nobody to get hurt. I don't want my cousin to go out there because he was a little off too. Like, my cousin here a little off too. That's the one I told the bull that guy I was going to get to be her up. So he a little crazy too. So I'm like, I don't want you to go out there. I don't want you to do nothing. So he calls the cops. The cops come over and they question me. They want his address. They want all the information. So they go over there I had to press charges. So he gets arrested. I filed a police report. I got a restraining order. I didn't see him for a long time. I'm going to say a couple of months. Do you know one day out the blue, I was walking to my car after work and this motherfucker was leaned up against the car asking, can he talk to me? Can I just talk to you for a minute? I think all of that went left. I'm sorry. I have been going through family problems. I was having a bad day. I just want to see if we could work it out. So here I am again, faced with this psycho. But the good thing is, it was people around. He was in the parking lot. So I'm like, yeah, real loud. Oh, I gotta go. I'm talking all loud. People are looking. I'm like, I really don't want to have this conversation. I have to go. This is not gonna work out. So he's like, one day, he was like, one day you're gonna regret what you did. You're gonna regret what you did to me. You're gonna regret that you didn't give me another chance. You're gonna regret this. This motherfucker stalked my entire life for the next 4 or 5 months, right? Stalked my fucking entire life. I was so scared. I was on the verge of just picking up and moving out the state because he was that fucking crazy. Lo and behold, Lord forgive me. Lord forgive me when I say this, but somebody killed him. He got into something with somebody at a bar, acting crazy. They got outside and somebody killed his ass. I don't wish death on nobody. I never understood why people do that. Or I hope somebody. I'm never a person because I believe in God and I don't believe that's a godly thing. I'll talk my shit, pop my shit, and say things, but all that death wishing, not gonna do. But when I tell you that was the best thing that could have happened to me, I felt like I was free. All that crazy talk he did, all that crazy action, somebody ended up taking his life. He got into something, and outside of this lounge, somebody ended up taking his life. And that was, forgive me, Lord, that was almost the best thing that could have ever happened because he was crazy. And I knew in my heart eventually he was going to kill me. I knew he was leading up. He was going to catch me somewhere where I had no help, where I couldn't get to no help, and he was going to kill me. Because he even said, oh, because if I got to kill me and you, I'll go out too. We'll go out together. Crazy. Crazy. There are so many crazy people amongst us walking around passing themselves off as normal. And again, when I first met him, he was not crazy looking. He didn't appear to be crazy, but he was fucking mental. I believe he was mentally unhinged. Nice looking guy. And unfortunately, we look at people from the outside. Oh, he look good. She look good. And sometimes these people are damaged goods. They are fucking crazy. And he was certified fucking crazy. And I know there was somebody else out there with a story like mine about him. Because I know that's not the first time he did that shit. He did it with ease and too much confidence and too much whatever. So I know that that's not the first time he did that shit to somebody. Shit, who knows? He could have unalived somebody. For all we know, he could have unalived somebody. Yup, Gloria, tough folks end up in jail or 6 feet. Exactly. And Lord forgive me. Like I said, Lord forgive me. I don't wish nothing on. I don't wish death on people. But I know it was going to either be me or him. It was going to be either me or him. And I always felt like he was going to do something crazy. Like he already did something crazy, but I knew he was going to kill me. But what was that? Hey, Princess Strickland. Hey, Mimi. Who else is here? Hey, Dion. Hey, BFF. Hey, Boo. Hey, Dana. You guys can hear me good? Because I always got to make sure that you guys can hear me. But yeah. I say all that to say, you guys be careful out here, because there's some crazy people walking around. And I am so glad that I got out of that situation. So glad I got out of that situation with my life. And I would never, ever, ever jeopardize my life again. I would never, ever, ever, ever ignore a warning sign from another man again. You give me one bad vibe and I'm out of here. Give me one bad, look at me the wrong way. And I'm good, and I'm not fucking with you. I don't care if he could be my soulmate. I could be making a mistake by writing somebody off too soon, but look at me the wrong way and it's over. Cause I can't risk my life and my safety ever again. Cause I almost didn't make it out of that situation. I almost didn't make it out of that situation. And for my cousin Tisha and her mom, her grandma, and my cousin Kira, they didn't make it out of a domestic situation that absolutely had nothing to do with them. So I know my cousin, she lives with that every day. She there's no way. There's no way. She lives with that every day. And again, not saying I'm not blaming her. I'm not saying, oh, she should have. But I know that gotta be real tough to live with the fact that the guy, basically, didn't he have wrote a note? The guy that killed him, he had wrote a note saying something like, oh, this is the pain that you tried to inflict on me. Now I just disrupted your world. Some bull. He wrote a note. He was crazy. So because she broke up with you, you couldn't take that. So you unalived the mom, her grandma, and my cousin, the little cousin, a little girl that was 8 years old that had nothing to do with any of this. Crazy. Crazy. But I want you guys to be safe out here, because these people ain't playing fair. But I know you guys are real stand-up women. You guys know the deal. So I know, you ain't going for none of that okie doke stuff. But sometimes, I will say, it's easy to get caught up. Did he have seizures by any chance? No, I never witnessed a seizure. Nope, I never witnessed him having any type of seizure, Lady Justice. Not to my knowledge. I've never witnessed it. So I don't know if he ever did, but I've never witnessed him having none. I don't know. He was crazy. And like I said, he didn't look the part. But I don't know when people say somebody don't look crazy. What does crazy look like? So what does crazy really look like? I guess there are some people that really do fucking look crazy. Disheveled and just crazy. But at the end of the day, he was a normal, nice looking guy. Nothing crazy about him. But yeah. So, I don't know, ladies, it's just crazy. Y'all stay on y'all P's and Q's out here. Nigga give you one wrong sign and that's it. Because some people don't get a chance to escape with their life. They don't. Some people don't get a chance to leave a situation like that. And I know it's not the easiest thing sometimes to get away from somebody that's like that. But at the end of the day, it's not going to end well. It's not going to end well. Once they start putting their hands on you, the first time they put their hands on you, it's going to be open. It's going to be open season. It's going to open up the floodgates for them to continuously hit you. The first time a person hits you and you don't do nothing about it, meaning you don't leave the situation, that lets that crazy person think in their mind that, oh, I can do this anytime I want. I got easy access to slap her, to do this, It's crazy. But domestic situations are really, 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 really horrible. They are really horrible. And I pray for anybody going through any type of domestic situation, especially when they can't get out of it. Especially when kids are involved. Luckily, my situation didn't involve any kids. But especially when children are involved. It's crazy how you just don't know a person. You really think you love someone. You get with somebody, hey Marcy, and you get with somebody and you think that you love them and they love you, and then all of a sudden they become crazy. Hold on, guys, for 1 second. Okay, yeah. But I basically just wanted to come out here, let you guys know I did enjoy my birthday. My knees still hurting, but hey, I survived. Just gotta ice them up some more, and probably in a few days it'll be Gucci. But that's basically what I wanted to come out and say. I haven't talked to you guys in about a week, I think, or so. So I'm like, let me come out here before I get the rest of my dinner started for my kids. Start to put on the food, but making some yellow rice, just something quick. Y'all know I love the air fryer, so I'm gonna use the air fryer until it break. So I'm just putting some wings in the air fryer, probably some yellow rice and some corn, something quick, something easy, because it's Tuesday. I'm not trying to do all that extra stuff. It's Tuesday. I had a long day at work, and I'm not really trying to get into no cooking right now. Trina says, happy to hear you enjoyed your birthday. Yes, I did. Certainly did enjoy it. But next year, thank you, BFF. Thank you, Dion. But next year, I'm gonna go somewhere. I'm gonna travel. I'm gonna go somewhere. Uh, but I did enjoy this year. But next year, I want to be on somebody's island. I don't know where. I'm gonna start thinking about it now. Or then I was thinking about a cruise because I've never been on a cruise. So I was thinking about going on a cruise next year. But not quite sure, but I definitely will not be local next year. I'm gonna do it up. Really, really, really enjoy my birthday next year. Cause life is so short. We gotta celebrate when we can. We gotta live it up, and we gotta do what we want to do. As long as we're not hurting nobody, we gotta do what we want to do. Cause life is so short. And yeah, that's about it, guys. So I'm hoping you guys have a great evening. I'm gonna get out of here so I can tend to my kids. Lady Justice said, try some heat. Oh, yeah, I'm going to try it. Somebody told me to put a ice pack on it. But I've been using Icy Hot, what's that? Bengay. And then some of the stuff my cousin gave me, magnesium, something, some type of cream. And she was like, oh, magnesium is good for like aches. Give it here. Let me try it. But it works for a little while, but it doesn't last. Trina said, have a great rest of your evening, everyone. Yes, Queen Love. I hear so much good things about cruises. I really, really, really want to try one. But I'm going to look into it. Blessed Dynasty, glad you enjoyed your birthday. Great live and enjoy the rest of your blessed day on purpose, boo. Thank you, Blessed Dynasty, my beautiful sis. Thank you, Lawanda, for always showing support, always showing love. You know I love you, girl. And I may come back a little bit later. I know sometimes in the evening it's hard because so many people be live. So I'm going to check and see if anybody else is live. And maybe like around 8:30 or so, I may come back for maybe a little bit more. Good night, Mimi, Nick Cake. All right, guys, I'll talk to you later. If I don't see you back here, I'll probably come back tomorrow. All right, guys, have a great rest of your evening. Love you all. Thanks for tuning in.